Train the flow of speaking through natural movement of thought. Use 7 simple steps. These steps work like a color staircase. Seven simple steps, 7 colors. That's why, which means, so basically, that leads to, and because of that, they can end up. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. That's why I said no, we changed the plan. People got confused. Why did you change your mind? I got more information, that's why I changed it. Why was everyone stressed? The instructions were clear, that's why people got confused. Which means we need more time, the plan has to change, people are still unsure. So the issue isn't fixed, not fully, which means we need another solution. They still look confused. Yeah, which means the explanation wasn't clear enough. So basically we need to start over. That didn't work. People want clarity. Can you explain it simply? So basically we rushed it and missed the main point. What happened in the end? So basically the plan sounded good, but it didn't hold up. That leads to more mistakes, to confusion, to better results. Why does this keep happening? Because nobody checks the basics and that leads to mistakes. What happens when the team has no direction? That leads to confusion really fast. And because of that, we had to wait. People lost trust. The plan changed. Why did the launch get delayed? We found a bigger issue and because of that we had to stop. Why did things improve? Everyone finally got clear instructions and because of that the process felt smoother. That can end up causing problems, helping a lot, making things worse. Is that small issue really a problem? Yeah, that can end up affecting the whole process. Does one good change really matters? Definitely, that can end up making things much easier. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. That's basically how it happens. That's the general idea. Is it always that simple? Not always, but so yeah, that's kind of how it works. So one small thing can change a lot? Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. That's why people start reacting too fast, which means the situation gets messier. So basically one small problem can grow really quickly. That leads to more confusion. And because of that, the whole process gets harder. That can end up affecting everyone. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. Things start getting unclear, which means small problems can grow really quickly. So basically one weak point can throw the whole thing off. That leads to more stress and more confusion. And because of that, people start making worse decisions that can end up affecting everyone involved. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. Why did everyone start panicking? Nobody really knew what was going on. That's why. Why did you change the plan? The first one clearly wasn't working. That's why. So the issue still isn't fixed. Nope, which means we're probably gonna run into it again. They still look confused. Yeah, which means the explanation didn't really land. Can you say it in simple way? So basically we rushed it and missed the obvious part. What actually happened? So basically nobody was fully clear and everything got messy after that. What happens when nobody speaks up? That leads to confusion really fast. What happens when people keep guessing? That leads to more mistakes. Why did the process slow down so much? We missed one key detail and because of that everything got harder. Why did people stop trusting it? The message kept changing and because of that nobody felt sure anymore. Is one small issue really that serious? Yeah, that can end up affecting the whole thing. Can one good change actually help that much? For sure, that can end up making everything smoother. So one small problem really can grow that fast? Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. So it all starts with one unclear step, pretty much. So yeah, that's kind of how it works.